So we just wanted to do a quick demonstration of our Scalder and our Plucker that we have for sale on Craigslist or forums or Facebook or wherever you might have seen the ad. So we've got our hot water heater Scalder, and we're going to go ahead and dunk some chickens. You just take them straight from the top. If you had 2 people or had some way to hold on to more chickens, you probably could. And what we do is we just kind of drop them in here, agitate the feathers a little bit so that you get a good hot water penetration all the way to the skin. And we just kind of pull them back out, let them cool for a second, and we repeat this cycle probably 4 or 5 times, depending on the temperature, depending on your birds, depending on, you know, a bunch of things. You just kind of feel it out and you know, dial in your own preferences. What I like to do is just kind of hold on to them and make sure I can pull out some of these wing feathers with some ease, and that's when you know that they're pretty much ready to go into that plucker.
So you don't have a set number of times you dunk them?
You know, you kind of get used to it, you know, but I haven't used this one in a couple weeks, and you know, the first one is always a little bit warmer, the first dunk, but these are coming out pretty well at this point. Then we take them over here to the plucker. There's a little water on valve that kind of lets the water start spraying, and we have a little foot valve, so we let it spin, and you drop the birds in. Can you see them? And so after whatever that was, 15-20 seconds, you have some extra feathers. You have a pretty well buffed chicken. Then you can just go ahead and start processing from here. You got a couple little feathers that just kind of stuck on with friction, but you know, for the most part, you've got a really clean bird that you're able to start processing. So if you want, this, you know, just a little hose on and off. All the feathers kind of dump right out the back here, so it's easy to scoop them up with a shovel and do whatever you're going to do with them. This is an EZPlucker. It's an EZ131. I think it's rated for up to 4 broilers at a time, and you can see it still has all the plastic wrap on it, so if you were so inclined, you could take this off and you'd have nice shiny stainless steel underneath it. You've got the on and off button right here on the side. Like I said, we did use a little foot pedal that we step on. It just makes it a little bit easier for us. And that way you can just step on it and it'll spin. When you step off of it, it stops spinning. And then this is our homemade Scalder. What we did is we took a 80-gallon natural gas hot water heater and we completely retrofitted it. So here we have our little power transformer to transform everything to 24 volts. We have a digital, very sensitive thermostat to control our brand new Honeywell propane regulator as well. So here you can set in digital degrees how hot or how cold you want the water to be. You can also set the tolerances, so you can say I want it to be 145 degrees, give or take 1 degree, and you know, or you can say give or take 10 degrees, you know, depending on what your setup is, and that will allow you to really fine-tune the water temperature inside the Scalder itself. Down on the bottom, you just have your hole to light your pilot light, and then your actual burner right on the bottom. And it goes to a propane tank. We right now have it on a 100-pound propane tank. The propane tank is not included with the price of the items, but it'll hook up to a regular barbecue-sized propane tank, or a 100-pound, a 30-pound, whatever you had in mind. Both of these run on 110 or whatever, 120 household AC current, so it's just a regular extension cord plug. Nothing's on 220 or anything fancy. And that gives you a good overview of what we have to offer in the listing you saw. So if you have any other questions, give us a call or an email. Thanks.